probably guessed that I'm an Amish woman. Before I get into actual Amish fashion, I want to give a little brief history. We actually came about from a group of Mennonites by a man named Jacob Amon, and we settled in the Americas around 1850-ish. It's an extremely strict community-based religion, culture. Everything is written down. Like an Amish person's main goal in life is to do what brings them closer to God. Okay. Okay, so the most important thing in an Amish community is family. It's the largest unit. It means the most to them. Okay, and in an Amish household, chores are completely divided by male and female. Like, it's very strict. A man would not be caught doing dishes in his house. That is strictly a woman's chore. Even for brothers and sisters, a sister will still do that as if it was husband and wife. And a man's job is to be outside working all the farm equipment, like harvesting crops and doing all of this. And then a woman's role is to provide everything in the household. She cans everything that they grow. That's what they survive on throughout the winter. And also, she does all the cleaning and everything. She also makes all of the clothes in their house. This picture is of a woman making caps. That's what I'm wearing here. What does it mean? Amish, I like to call it, instead of fashion, it's more of a religious dress code. And it encourages humiliation and separation of the world. Amish communities believe that it's best to stay as separated from the state church as possible. Everything is combined. Amish men wear, I'm sure you've seen a lot of pictures, straight pants, suspenders, and white shirts like this. They can also wear colors, but they're forbidden to wear any kind of ties or belts. And a man must remain completely clean-shaven until they're married. And their beard actually represents that they're a married man, but they cannot grow mustaches because they might represent a soldier, is what they believe. Okay, if you could hold my dress. This dress is, like, they all have to be long sleeve. And children can wear lighter colors like greens and spring colors, but as a woman gets older, you start gearing towards darker colors like dark blues, dark purples, browns. This is a lighter blue, so this actually belongs to a woman that's probably no older than 30 who has actually had between 4 and 8 children. It's common in a household for them to have between 8 and 10 kids. No pain medicine either. So, this is the cake. This is just a dress by itself. You can wear this just by itself. This dress that I'm wearing is actually sewn on, and then you have this apron, and there's an apron to this cape. They're not allowed to use, like, everything is either snapped or straight pinned. This entire thing is straight pinned, and it takes a good 15 minutes to get into this. But this is optional. In my opinion, it makes sense to wear it because it's a lot easier to sew this than a new dress if you're outside and it gets ruined. But and then you have a cap. They wear a cap because it represents the Corinthians' belief in covering your head for prayer. That's what the cap means. We're not allowed to cut our hair, so you wear it up in a bun underneath your cap, or you can braid it and pin it. And you know what? I think that's so. And children can wear the same thing. And but depending on what kind of subculture, like there are Old Order Amish, which are traditional, and then there are Amish Mennonites, but certain ordungs, which are church rules, actually will dictate how big the seams must be in your clothing. And all of this is monitored by all of your other community members if you're actually a part of the church, which happens after Rumspringa. It's a period of running around as a teenager. Most people will not join the church actually until they're ready to get married, because that's when you're ready to devote yourself to God, and you can no longer wear English clothing or cell phones, nothing like that. So, as you can see, fashion plays a humongous role in the Amish community. You could be shunned for not wearing the proper clothing, which is why I like to call it a dress code. And that's my
My first slide, this is the holy symbol, which is the crescent moon and the star. It's also represented on the Islamic flag, and the colors for the flag are red, black, green, and red. I was going to start off with a little quiz just to see if anybody knows a little bit about Muslim. What does Islam mean? A, it has no meaning. B, total submission. C, pray hard. Or D, rules.
D, total submission.
B. B is right. Submission also comes from the term Aslam, which means surrender or resign oneself. What is the definitive sacred text of Islam? A, Quran. B, Bible. Or C, Torah? A. A is right. Quran is used to read and understand Islam, and it also means the recital in Arabic. In the Muslim, we believe in one God, and his name is Allah. This is actually the symbol for Allah. The symbol expresses identification with Islam or a particular tradition with our religion. The Muslim is the second largest and one of the fastest growing religions in the world, with about 1.8 billion followers, which equals to about 26% of Earth's population. This is a little summary about the Muslim culture. The biggest thing is that we pray 5 times a day, and we pray at pre-dawn, noon, afternoon, sunset, and evening. Now I'm just going to get into a little bit of our clothing. This is the hijab, which is the black piece that I'm wearing. It is a cover, conceal, screen, or separation. We as women are required to wear it once we hit puberty, and once we wear it, we're not allowed to take it off unless serious issues such as health problems or something like that. This is the abaya. There's several styles. I'm wearing it's a long sleeve, floor length garment. Also, you can wear it over your street clothes. The abaya usually opens in the front with an overlapping layer and closes with snaps, ties, or zippers. As you can see, mine have 2 little snaps. We don't have certain colors or styles in our religion. The biggest thing is modesty. A lot of women do like to wear earth tone colors such as green, blues, grays, and blacks. But the important thing is that the abaya meets the requirements, which are these 4. The extent of covering, it has to cover the entire body. Also, some women do wear gloves on their hands. The looseness cannot show a woman's body shape. The thickness cannot show the color of my skin, and it cannot attract a man's attention. These are a few of the other clothing that are worn by Muslims. Obviously, I'm wearing the hijab and the abaya, but this is the shalwul, which is a dress with roomy pants, the niqab, which is a facial veil, and a burqa, which is a garment worn from head to toe. These are a few of the men's, what they wear. This white picture is the thobe, and it is an ankle-length garment similar to a robe. The bisha, which is a men's cloak, and then the kofeya, which is a men's headscarf, which I actually have an example right here. It's pretty big, so. And then the men's requirements are exactly the same as women. They cannot show body parts or show their body. It has to be loose, thick, and cannot attract attention. And I just wanted to conclude it with saying that as Muslims, we live in a very modest way. We have to be covered at all times. And we also live to please our Creator, who is Allah. And we show beauty by our eyes and not our bodies.
Well, I am covering India and how our culture is related also in fashion. we're also going to start off with a little quiz on what you guys know about India. A bindi or dot is placed on the forehead as a symbol of A, marriage, B, wisdom, or C, adulthood.
B.
Marriage.
Marriage. So we'll get into that a little later. And then question 2, what is the most sacred color in Hinduism? A, indigo, B, yellow, or C, saffron? C, saffron. Colors are based on our religion and our rituals that are concerned. Various colors have different meanings to them as well. Red indicates sensuality and purity. It is of utmost significance with marriages, births, and other festivals. When a woman gets married, she will wear all red. A red mark is also placed on the forehead during special occasions. And red powder is also thrown on deities during prayer. And a death of a woman, we wrap her body in red and then cremate her. Saffron is the most sacred color. It represents fire, and as impurities are burnt by fire, it's very important. It symbolizes religious abstinence. Holy men will wear this color, and it symbolizes quest for light, so that's why holy men wear this color. It is also a battle color. Green, it is a festive color. It represents light and happiness. Widows do not wear green because her husband has died. It's a very sad mourning time. She will not wear green. It stabilizes the mind, and it is cooling to the eyes and represents nature. Yellow represents knowledge and learning, and it's happiness, peace, meditation, competence, and mental development. It is the color of spring and helps to activate the mind. Yellow clothes are worn and yellow food is eaten during springtime. And then women wear yellow to attract men and to keep evil spirits away. Now, white is a mixture of several different colors. It represents purity, cleanliness, peace, and knowledge. And it represents a piece of all the colors that it combines into. Hindu religious leaders cover themselves in white ashes, and it is the color of mourning. So at funerals, instead of wearing black like we do in America, they wear white. And blue, in Hinduism, the Creator has given us the most blue, like as the sky and oceans. It represents bravery, manliness, and determination, and the ability to deal with difficult situations. Certain goddesses and deities that represent, determination and difficult struggles, they will be painted blue. Now, for fragrances, we believe that fragrances help us to enter a higher and pure pleasure. And aromas are particularly useful in this, and it goes back to ancient times. It only began with pastes and liquids, and the very first scent was sandalwood, where you could actually grind it on a stone and mix it with rose water. Popular fragrances today are rose, jasmine, amber, kush, and sandalwood. And it's most popular today with incense that we burn in our houses. Now, jewelry, ancient Sanskrit texts lay down so there are 16 items that every woman should adorn themselves with, and that is the bindi, necklaces, earrings, flowers in the hair, bracelets, ankle bells, and so on. Popular jewelry today is the nose ring, and it represents purity, and a girl will wear this when she reaches marriageable age. And now, the bindi is also a very popular piece of jewelry as well. It is termed the third eye to ward away evil. And in some traditions, it is a sign of a married woman. And it is commonly seen around the world as a fashion symbol. A lot of singers in America will wear this as a fashion statement. Now, henna is also known as mehendi, and it is worn at festivals and certain celebrations. It is a reddish brown color and stands for prosperity for the bride. When she's getting married, it's supposed to show what she is to bring for her new family. And different designs are placed on the top and inside of the hands to represent giving and receiving blessings and prosperity. And also placed on the feet, which is the most spiritual place because it connects you to the earth. And these are just some of the more popular designs that are placed with henna, and majority of them represent beauty and prosperity. Now, traditional clothing, the sari, which I'm wearing right now, it is a female garment ranging from 4 to 9 inches. 4 to 9 meters. And mine is 5 meters long, and it is draped over the body in various styles. And usually the part that women will like to show off to other women is their palu, which is the decorated end, and that's the part that drapes over your shoulder. Go ahead. And then the lehenga koli is usually what women will wear during when they're about to get married. The lehenga is the long skirt, and the koli is the blouse shell garment. And then the salwar kameez, it is more of a casual outfit. And this is usually what women